I thought, well, next time we come there.
Let's stand and say the pledge.
Sorry, get on.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic, to the saints, one nation, indivisible, with liberty, and justice for all.
Deedee? Okay. I'm here with a fairly simple request that won't cost you any money, so that should be good. I'm not really here on business. I'm here for the community project in Dearborn County, and I gave you guys a letter that they sent. It says for over a decade, SIEOC has proudly led the Marine Toys-for-Tots campaign in southeastern Indiana, helping to bring holiday joy to countless children in need. As you may know, Marine Toys-for-Tots, longstanding initiative of the U.S. Marine Corps Reserve, dedicated to collecting new unwrapped toys, books, and other gifts for economically disadvantaged children during the season. Traditionally, local campaigns are organized by community coordinators, local Marines, or dedicated local volunteers. Skipping ahead, earlier this year, SIEOC announced that due to budget constraints, they were no longer able to lead this effort. Unfortunately, the Marines were also unable to provide staffing in our region at this time. In response, SIEOC coordinated with local organizations to ensure the continuity of this vital program. Groups in Ripley and Franklin County have stepped up to serve their communities, and the community project has committed to supporting Dearborn and Ohio counties. Through fundraising, community support, and toy drives, we're excited to share that we will be providing holiday gifts for 150 children in Dearborn and Ohio counties this year. So basically, the community project, I've been involved with this a little bit because I've been friends with Ken Madden for decades, and Ken does this, and they do a lot in Dearborn County. So what they've done, they've got barrels, brand new barrels, and they'd like to place a barrel at the courthouse for toys and pick it up at the end of November, 1st of December. And so they're just looking for places to put those. So they asked me if I would bring this letter and ask the commissioners if we could put a barrel for toys out in the foyer of the courthouse. That's basically it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, I'll email her and tell her she can drop off a barrel.
Good.
Thank you. Thanks, David.
Didn't also anything.
Okay, Michael.
If the bridge inspections need to be opened.
Okay. The first one was from BFNS.
Did you get?
We just got to two, which we gotta do the grading. We gotta pick them up we'll probably have to come out the shop like we did last time. We'll grade them. Then we'll pick them from there. The other one's HWC.
Yes, and then this one is second one's HWC.
You want to review these, Michael, and then make a recommendation to the
Yeah.
commissioners?
Do you want to do that? Are you going to come back for the joint meeting, or do you want to come back for the November?
Probably
Joint meeting.
Joint meeting is the 27th. October 27th,
I'll just come back to first.
the November 3rd.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll get with Connie she gets feeling better.
okay.
She can come over the garage. Does Connie have to sign that, or can either one of these guys sign that?
Per John, he said that, one of the other commissioners can
Well,
sign.
both the other commissioners can sign it. There's a signature line for both Billy and Shane.
Okay, all right, so, we don't have to have a motion for this, do we, John? Just.
Yeah.
We did, okay.
Need a motion.
Okay, so I have the, a letter here for the community crossing grant funds for 2026. Ohio County, they commit to our local matching funds, not to equal to or not less than 20% of the estimated project. The estimated cost is $1,321,504. Ohio County is committing our match of $321,504. Just need a motion to accept that.
I'll make a motion to accept that. Second.
David.
Aye.
Second. Right, and then. Okay.
Then Bridge 9 out on South Fork, it's, the FNS recommended going federal for that replacement. Which could take, it's gonna be what, up to 5 years, you said, time to do all that. I talked to Tim Hunt the other day too, he said a lot of counties are doing the bot too, kind of like they did with the jail. But, you've got to pay all the money for that then, well, with the federal. You get, what is that? 80/20. And I think the cost was like 2.2 million is what they estimated on the cost of the repair of that or replace that bridge.
What bridge was that again?
Bridge 9 at the bottom of South Fork. So we need to figure out what you guys want to do so we can get that started if we're going to go federal.
What kind of shapes it in?
It's poor, so we qualify for federal now.
I mean, won't last for.
Yeah, it's 5
years.
5 years. Yeah, it's gonna be. That's what they recommended. So we need to get that started if that's what you want to go
If we're
federal.
going DOT, then you need to speak with Greg Moore. And get him involved.
If you're going federal. How's that work when we?
There's an application process that is in the month of November. You submit the applications for your federal aid grant. And NDOT take them, score them, release their, make awards based on that. It is a competitive grant. So there is certainty, obviously, when you put in the application, although you probably be in good shape for it. There's a number of steps that you need to, there's a number of elements to getting ready for these applications that you've got to do that will involve, you'll have to put it together, the cost estimate for the project, define the scope of the project, cost estimate of the project, which is often useful to have a consultant help you with that. And then there's steps that you'll need to undertake to get it. So you'll have to have letters of support, commitment from the commissioners committing to the project, from the council committing to the project from a financial basis, showing a financial plan for how you're going to meet your financial obligations to the project. Need letters of support like from the school systems, from the sheriff's department, from emergency management. So there's a number of pieces that you have to put together for the application. With the month of November being the application period, you're running on a real tight schedule. to get all that put together, before then.
Doable or not?
It's running real tight.
I mean, you did say the other day that Jonathan did say, if, you know, even if we didn't do it this year and we decide next year to do it, we were still.
You'll
good.
have a lot better runway to next year's application at this point in time, given that, you know, we're already in October. And, you know, there's no crystal ball on how long this is gonna last, obviously, but, this one just became eligible. When Jonathan does the ratings of the various elements of the bridge, they've got to be in poor condition. And on this inspection cycle, you just had an element go to poor condition. So again, you know, their bridges have been in poor condition for a long time.
Okay.
But they hang on. Given the period of time you have, it can be done, but you guys got a lot of work to do, and then to really do a high quality estimate on it, to make sure that you are covered. I'd strongly recommend that you involve a consultant in preparing the cost estimate, doing all the
They handle the,
engineering.
they handle the application as well, or
Yes,
they would?
yeah. And then provide guidance to you, okay, this is, provide specific guidance on, okay, these are the people you need to contact, these are the letters you should get. Help you out, you know, navigating that part of the process. But also then developing the cost estimates and, you know, associated graphics that you want to support the application, preparing the application and all that. Obviously, all that's done for fee. So,
Less money out of our pocket going federal versus BOT.
yeah, you're gonna be 20% local money on that. I mean, we've looked at these projects various ways for something that's getting in 7 figures. And in this case, you know,
Yeah.
maybe in excess of 2 million. That's the only way I'd recommend going on a project like this. It's, I mean, 20 cents on the dollar. There's really no way to beat it. Federal way typically is a little more expensive overall.
Does it require David Bacon wages though, if you go? Does that require the prevailing wage no matter what? Whether you go BOT or not?
Yeah, that's, it'll work with everybody. The biggest thing here is a commitment from Ohio County, back to NDOT. Once Kathy sees that, then really that's a big thing, check the box. So, personally, I wouldn't wait. You know, going federal is a much better option in my opinion than BOT for bridge. For that size. So. And there's a lot of advantages to that too, you know, it also help you forecast and cash flow that project over, you know, the project process. So there's, you know, those 4 or 5 years, and obviously helps you plan out, puts the council in a better position to say, okay, we know we're gonna, you know, for these next activities, we're gonna need this much money for this year. Next year, we figure project schedule, we're gonna need X amount of dollars for that. So it's a little easier process, I think. Not only from a commissioner standpoint, but yeah.
And helping out with that is part of what the consultant would do and preparing the application.
Yeah, we'd certainly put that schedule together for county officials to look at and help forecast that.
Okay. And we would start this process, since we're too late now, basically, we'd start January.
Yeah, I mean, you got more runway to that, but I would say, you want to be no later than sometime midsummer, to really, you know, have time to really go through everything. Because you're gonna go through and you're gonna have to explain to people, and then you got meetings that, I mean, for instance, right now, you get your council commitment, how many commission and council meetings you have between now and, you know, November,
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So you're gonna come in and have to step through everything. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna step through everything, get everybody understanding it, and then people are gonna have to contemplate, okay, do we have, is that gonna work, you know, financially and all this, and Usually that takes a meeting or two, maybe three, to, get everybody's questions answered and understanding the whole thing. So, yeah, I mean, could you push it through right now? Yeah, if everybody's willing to do it, kind of want to sit down on me, you could, but that may be a tall ask.
Sounds like it.
What's the federal contribution to this? How much?
It's 80%.
80%?
So the
we have
way it
money.
works is you'll have a work based on the total, which will include all the engineering services up front and the construction cost itself. Okay. Through the design portion of the project, the consultant that you end up selecting will bill you for the services as they go through this period of time. You will pay those invoices, then NDOT will reimburse you 80% what you paid out. So that part's reimbursable. When the project actually goes to bid, the project will be bid, the bids will be received, the lowest qualified bidder is selected. At that point in time, you will write a check to NDOT for 20% of that amount. As a lump sum, NDOT will take care of the other 80% of the project. The project goes, those proceeds issue.
So, I mean, it sounds like we're better off just to wait
And hurry.
and try to hurry.
You got a little time, I mean,
Okay. All right, that's kind of a relief.
Yeah.
So, did you have Bobby next? You want to open these, Bobby? Here's a.
I could get my knife too big. Stand.
Shane, you want one of these? Sure.
Now, this is for the slide repair on Hartford Pike. The first one I'm gonna open is Geo Specialties. Their bid amount is $464,400. 464,400. The second one that we have is R.L. Buxton Excavating. Their bid amount is $948,527.
Great.
948,527. And the third one we have is Geo Stabilizations International. Their bid is $564,000.
That is all of your bids. Michael, do you follow up interview with the two lowest or anything like?
Yeah, we'll look through, make sure we
They
have
got
everything.
Form 96 and
Yeah.
financials? Okay.
Right. Well, I'm 62 in Hartford County. We egg and 252.
We do that and pre-calls up all the time. We're financial review, hearings all the time.
Okay.
They're all complete. Okay, so and you'll probably want to have a follow-up, I would think. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, and then Bobby to go over them.
And then you'll bring it back.
I mean, do I need to bring them back?
Well,
They've got everything.
The commissioners will need to accept.
Okay. So I'll probably,
Decision on the.
I'll do that on the combined meeting, just for the commissioners.
Okay.
So that we can get started.
it's 27.
More. I just had a few updates. Our phone upgrade that we've had going on for the last few weeks, is still not finalized. Waiting on Jeff and Emily Rouge, we have the Midwest data to finish their work. There's some things left with getting the phone going and changing over our tags, so that's kind of outstanding. The second thing is that I met someone from Ritter's Strategic Services, and he was going over some suggestions on what we can do for our county as far as our radio coverage in the western side. I wrote some grants for in-car mobile repeaters, but that is something that it's still gonna be, it will work, but it will not fix our problem. So we really need another tower out in that area. And so what this company does is they come out, they review all of our radio homes and make suggestions. They also actually build towers, so it would be an option for us to look at going down the road. They build it, we lease it, and it's anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 a month, and then our price goes down, and it's like AT&T or Verizon join onto the tower. But he'll be down in the next 2 weeks. We'll go over some suggestions. I'll have more information for you then.
In locations like now.
No, not till it comes down. That, next thing we have is the riverboat distribution. Council's already approved that, so I just need a motion, for that. This is the supplemental riverboat distribution that comes in every year. It's $158,572.11.
And what are we doing with it?
It's distributed out to like Park Board, Bear Branch Fire Department, Rising Sun Fire Department, Life Squad, School Endowment, and then the Community Foundation. It's every quarter. This is just a supplemental that we get in August.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Just a good song that. Okay. Solar farm ordinance done.
Information is still being
Okay.
gathered.
Sarah, did you have anything? You, Sheriff.
Oh, I thought you said Aaron.
Why's everybody looking at it?
Sorry, Sheriff.
Got a new name on local board. No, not really.
Right.
We're still waiting on that. Some final paperwork on the ordering of vehicles. But I don't have anything to give to the commissioner yet. That's all.
Odin, did you have anything?
No, runs are down, we were doing our job. It's not-
Great. And then, so next is, the claims, the payroll, the claims.
You'll probably come up with the, parking lot design.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm Jeff Talkers with Blank Consultants. I brought mental copies of the parking lot plan. For you guys, we've got a quantity sheet. Let's share that if you like. Added curb item. You guys gonna put a curb on it. It's 830 feet of curb if you guys want to do that. I did notice when I was out here this morning that two of these spaces we probably can't pave over here on the entrance into the jail building, because there's
Where's that?
on the back side of the building, there's 3 spaces.
Deed?
Yeah. There's a, I guess some kind of siren pole on the left side of the driveway as you come in. That's just a concrete, protector for the, fob thing to get into the salad court. That's all. It's in the way of what I thought was a space, so I think we'll lose probably 2 spaces, but as we show it, we've got 53 spaces.
Did Archie forward my email to you?
Yeah, about the pavement.
Yeah, because I was looking at, I mean, we're less than 0.5% from that back corner to that dry well, and I'm just worried we're gonna have puddles all over.
Yeah, I mean, we can certainly make sure everything's 1%. It's just a matter of how deep we're gonna dig into the existing parking lot. I don't know how much gravel is even out there now. But right now, we're showing 6 inches of gravel, 2.5 of base, 1.5 of surface.
Okay, so that was.
So he changed the surface to 1.5
An
too.
inch and a half, which is normal.
Yeah.
So 4 inches of asphalt, 6 inches of stone, depending on what we have out here. And if we want to make sure we get 1% everywhere, we'll just basically dig it down a little deeper.
I think we have to, otherwise we're gonna have.
You know, it's
It's
to the dry well.
gonna be 2 years and there's gonna be puddles
Yeah,
everywhere.
and it's puddles right now.
Yeah, so I feel like we need to get at least 1%.
Yeah, I can tweak that and send it back to you next there, so, but I think this is enough for you to get
Yeah.
the bids on.
Okay.
That well.
The other thing that I see here that doesn't make a lot of sense is over on the, where you enter the Sally Port. If this is Blacktop. Currently,
Yeah,
you got two spaces there.
yeah.
What seemed,
Yeah.
what was this,
Back to
what, this intention?
I was thinking there was spaces here after I talked to Archie. I heard that there was some interest in having spaces back here as well.
Which there was, it was brought up in our
Yeah.
last.
So I showed 3 here, which I think are possible. These are the ones I think are more difficult.
Hey. Hmm.
But
Right in the
again,
middle, it's not really a drain, what is that called? It's just like a
Dry well,
dry well, yeah.
which is fine.
I
We
don't
can
know if
try
that
it.
means anything, but it seems like it makes more sense. Just because of what's going on now. Guys are coming in and parking facing the building, that's way.
are they?
And it's because these spots here, when you're here, you got very little space
Yeah.
to back out
Yeah,
and wind up having crashes
Yeah.
here all the time. This probably make more sense. If you could come in this way, you can also leave this way, and this post is not gonna obstruct anything.
yeah.
You just pull in and
Just have it
Park
faced the
here,
building. Yeah, we
then
can change.
back out and
Sure.
go that way. What's this, gravel, grass?
Yeah, that was planned, but we'll just pave it.
It makes more sense.
Yeah. And so, yeah, if we show still the 1% grades, then it's really a matter of whether you want to curb it or not. It could work either way.
The only other thing I was worried about was, is we're, you know. Seems like our stormwater is gonna be running out onto Second Street. Is that, because grades are higher? Or are they gonna fall off into that grass area out here in the corner?
Plan was into the grass.
Okay.
Yeah. But I had a kind of a high point right at the entrance on that radius,
Okay.
9/19/40, and that's right to
To keep it.
the dry well.
Yeah.
So the only change will be the 1%, and then.
I
Are we
think,
ready to-
I just think we need to drop the dry well to, you know, another 6 inches.
Right,
And it'll get us to 1%,
yeah,
or a little over 1%.
right.
So we're good to go with getting bids.
Well, I think he needs to make that change on that dry well.
Yeah, I'll change that, and I'll change that parking to face the building, and I'll get it back to you in a day.
Okay, and then we can let's go with it. And we'll do the curb as an alternate. One thing we do probably need is. Now we've only got 3 spots. I'm thinking we might need bumpers, but really we don't, there's no spots at the pavement edge other than here. Do you need bumpers in your spots there on the north side of the courthouse?
I don't think so.
Cause they're gonna be pulling all the way up to the sidewalk. And I'd say that curb, that sidewalk there probably doesn't have lug curb. So is it all gonna be the same height? I'm just worried about people coming in and blocking that sidewalk. If that's, I don't know if that's a big
The
deal.
building.
Yeah, you want them angled parked into that side of the building, correct?
Yeah. What was your plan? Is just to leave that gravel or have it?
Isn't there a sidewalk there?
There's just gravel out there.
Oh, okay.
Where you guys are parking now?
There's just gravel all the way up to the building. It would make more sense if there was a sidewalk there.
I just wish there was something to stop you in the wintertime. You happen to hit it and it's ice and you slam into the building.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried
Well,
about.
I wouldn't object to it if you wanted to spend the money, put them there.
Well, I don't know whether to do bollards or try to do a sidewalk with a lug curb or what's your
I
advice?
should say, just put a parking bumper.
The parking bumpers, that's the cheapest way.
Expensive,
Yeah.
Keeps them from rolling over.
Yeah.
I got them out the garage.
Is
I
there?
don't know where they came from.
Okay, well, I mean, they're only $50 a piece or $60 a piece.
A stack of those curved and bumpers out the garage. I don't know where they came from.
Okay, well, let's not worry about it
The
then.
asphalt clear to the building, or
I think so.
I think so too, yeah. So
And you
can
can put like parking bumpers and then it can act
Be
as a sidewalk.
Yeah.
That would work.
That's all I got.
Okay, thanks,
Thank you.
thanks.
Send it back to you guys.
Okay, thanks, Jack.
Yeah, need a motion for the claims. Payroll.
I'll make a motion for the car.
Second.
Please,
Well, you got that signed paper. I can send that to them today. I'll make you a copy. I'll stop you.
The September 16th, or September 16th minutes. You guys, okay? Bill,
I'll make the motion, to accept them.
all in favor?
Aye.
Alright, I just have a few things, first, and the blueprints and the as-built drawings are right here. I'll be putting them in the commissioner's room and over there, so that's where they'll be.
Will you get the digital copies?
Not yet, I think he's still, well. He may have, he said something on a thumb drive, but yeah, okay, which I have that. There's a set for me, it's one for commissioners and one for sheriff. So,
Art set or,
on a thumb drive.
so we got 3 thumbs?
Mhm,
Okay.
yeah. And then, the joint meeting is the 27th. The, owner closeout meeting is next, or is in November, the November 3rd, after the November 3rd, regular meeting at 10. So that's, that will happen. Budget adoption is, we had to pick a new date. Council did not approve the budget. So we had to add another day in there to get all that done. So it's supposed to be October 14th. And then, the cleaning, the new cleaning people have done great.
Good.
So everything's good with that. Bye-bye.
And then he will send you the update on this, I think the 1%. And then we can,
I'm sure, I don't know, I will send it to somebody if you'll just get it to me, so I
Can we
can.
go ahead and send out the, invitation to bid? Do we need to post that in the paper or no?
Yeah.
Does that need to be done like 30 days?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can probably go ahead and get that done.
Yeah.
Then when we get the drawings, we kind of know the players anyway, but
We have to do the 30 days, so.
I think you do.
Yeah, it's less of bidders. Cause you're right, you know, who's gonna bid it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've already talked to about four of them. It's pretty simple.
I thought wrong.
I just wonder what council's gonna say with the bridge now. That's another,
20%, that'd be
Yeah.
around 500,000
Yeah,
roughly.
But not this year.
no,
So do you want to hold off talking to the council on the bridge till next year? I just didn't know whether.
yeah, I'm not gonna do anything with the bridge, because we're not gonna do it till after the first year anyway, because we're.
So we can just.
Like he said, you got till midsummer, but let's not wait very long.
Yeah,
So,
which really wouldn't go till 27.
Yeah, really.
Well, if we're not,
Well,
if
actually,
the next application is November of next year, and we're gonna try to hit November of next year, then the project would go 27, correct?
Yeah, after you're awarded, and awards will come out in early 27. Then you gotta go through the consultant selection process. You
3
bring
months.
a consultant under contract until probably summer of 27. And so about that time is when we start very expensive.
So. Yeah. Okay, well,
so when he gets the new drawings done and you'll send them to me, that I can make copies of those for the joint meeting. Do you guys want to talk about it at the joint meeting or just wait?
we can.
Okay, I'll just put it on the agenda.
Won't be a lot to talk about, because we don't have any numbers, but yeah,
I think they wanted to.
I mean, they're concerned about numbers more than anything.
Yeah.
Which I did a take. I did a takeoff.
Which I have
gave it
those.
to Chaz.
Yeah, I've got those, copy of yours and the one.
Planning consultants.
Yeah.
But theirs was off.
Right.
Yeah. Well, they didn't, they had 1 inch surface and, yeah, you know, a lot of things. So,
All right, well, I'll put it on the agenda and then you guys can bring it up and just talk about it, however, what you want to talk
So
about.
we are 30 days out before we can even,
Mhm.
that kind of things, because we're getting close to winter time.
Yeah,
So-
That's why I was wondering.
who would put that together? Do we have a?
John,
Yeah, I could
Okay.
notice.
Okay,
he'll get it to me and then I'll submit it to the paper as soon as he gets it to me.
so that's a week after, you know, they.
Right, I have till
A
Thursday,
whole other
We ain't
week.
gonna make it.
right, I have till Thursday at noon or something to submit that,
Okay.
to get it into next week's paper.
If you get 3 bidders, or you still have to do it though, put it in the paper.
Well, it depends on,
I think you still, no matter what, you have to.
yeah, you have to give notice.
Yeah.
To bidders.
What ain't gonna happen this year?
I wouldn't hold my breath on
Well, the plants are gonna shut down too.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna
I
happen
wasn't
this year.
planning on it done this year, because it's too. You gotta give them a month to bid it, 3 weeks anyway, I mean, we don't have enough weeks left. We can get it bid out for spring work. And get on people's schedule as quick as we can, that's the thing, we need to do it as quick as we can, just to get on people's schedules. I mean, nobody's sitting there waiting on. But, you know, invitations to bid, because they're probably mostly full anyway. But this is small enough, most people can bid.
Yeah, that's what Ron said. He said we could squeeze.
Not a lot of
No.
excavation.
No. But
That's it,
All right, need a motion to adjourn,
I'll make it.
I'll second it.
all in favor?
And Bert got something.
I'll get that notice to you.
Right?